G'day ladies and gentlemen, it's Ian here from Fpv-Power. Just going to go through a new product. It is a underwater LED light, and the color of the LED is green, very fluoro green, super bright green. And the main purpose is to use as a fish squid attractor. So let's, without further ado, that is in the packet. I've got one out of the packet. It's one of these. So what it is, it's comprising of a LED light. There is 3 complete single panel LEDs. So that's one single panel LED. That's 2 and that's 3, arranged in a triangle shape orientation. Okay, so with this, it comes with a 2-meter lead, and at the end of the lead is our well-known waterproof plug. So with this, that plugs into our batteries. So this is a direct connection that I'm doing right now, which you can just directly plug into it. Let me just turn the light off and show you the actual. Okie dokie. So this is the green light, and it's way too bright for the camera. Let me turn it off. So with the lights back on, and we had a prototype which I was using, and it worked fantastic. We had on the sounder, we had all the little bait fish basically just scattered all over both sides. If you got side scan, you could see them all scattering there once you turn it on, and within a minute, and even when you're actually moving on your kayak, the school of bait fish were following you all the way with the light on. So the use of this is, you've got a 2-meter lead, which is more than plenty, 2 meters to have it dangling off the side of your kayak. The other thing that people like to do is, or can do, is have this connected to our FPV hub, so you can control it by a remote on and off, or you can even have it with just a standard switch, which is an accessory which we have and we sell. I don't have one right now, but all it is it goes in line. One end will connect to here, the other end will connect to here, and there'll be a waterproof switch on and off. So a simple on and off switch. What I've done on my kayak, we've got a few kayaks. On one of them, we've got the FPV hub, the power hub, Fpv-Power hub, and on the other ones, on one of the kayaks, we don't have the hub system. So what I've done with that is, we are now selling, let's see if I can focus on this. There we go. So this is there we go. This is a waterproof nipple. It's the same as our batteries. This is just a older version that we have at the moment. This is what I get lying in the house, but all our new batteries have a black waterproof nipple. So we are now making these available for sale. And what we've done is, I'll insert a photo after this to show you what I've done is, I've drilled a 12mm hole on the hull of my kayak underneath my seat, so that I've got a female lead coming out of here. So this, at the end of the day, is what I'll have, and you see it by the photo which I inserted. So basically, drill a hole. Let's say this is your hull. Drill a hole, install the waterproof nipple, and out of the hole comes a connection with the waterproof cap, so that when you need it, you can take the cap off, and guess what? You've got 12-volt power source just underneath your seat for things such as a light to plug into it. So here is a picture of the waterproof nipple with a female lead with a cap on my Hobie Outback kayak, which I've installed just underneath the seat position. There we go. So with this, once again, waterproof connections, plug it in, and this light will light up. And it looks fantastic. It looks like a UFO has landed where your kayak is, because everything's just lit up nice and green. Now, one thing you want to note is, if you're on the move, and this is in the water, guess what? It will not keep perpendicular, vertical. You'll float up like this as you're moving, because it's just light. See, so what I do is, I put a string to a bomb sinker, and it just hangs over here, and the bomb sinker will ensure this is vertically pointing down all the way as you're moving as well. Now, the construction of this is very simple. In a plastic tube with clear epoxy, and we carefully put in all the electrical system, seal it with epoxy. So this thing is 100% waterproof. Have it underwater all day, all night, not a problem. One thing to note, if you're going to plug it in out of the water, like we're doing now, Play with it for 5 minutes. Yeah, not a problem. Try not to go over 5 minutes because the whole thing here is going to heat up very, very quickly. The actual LED panels, they get hot very, very quickly. 5 minutes or so is not a problem, but in the long term, if it's out of water, you run the risk of burning these LEDs out. So these are aluminium. The LED is actually built on aluminium plate, which needs to be on a heatsink for normal out of water. In the ambient temperature outside of the water for use, so that there'll be a heatsink to keep it cool. But if you've got it underwater, that's not a problem. The water is the cooling factor for this. So of course, these are underwater lights. Run them underwater. Thank you very much for watching.